What's going on, you guys? Photography prop shopping at good old IKEA. This is not a sponsored video, but anybody at IKEA that is seeing this, y'all can call me about a sponsorship. There's a lot we can do together, okay? I went to IKEA to shop for props for a book cover photo shoot. The book is right here. I really love these clients. Janika James, Jashika James, best humans ever. But that's neither here nor there. That's not about this video. I went to go shop for props for their photo shoot. You see why I got confused? The idea behind this photo shoot was to get props at IKEA, to get things that, number one, did not look like traditional IKEA goods that you know that we all have. The other goal was to make sure that it was vague enough that it didn't just say IKEA, it was just a piece of furniture, but it wasn't too loud and too stylized. That's really important because what you want to do is make sure that when you have props in the background, those are not the stars. Those aren't even the co-stars. Those are like the extras in the background, okay? So you want to make sure that the props never outshine the subject. In this case, I had two ladies who I love, and they're twin sisters. You want something to be significant enough, but not massive. So we got to drag some stuff on set, and you don't want it to be massive. But see something like that, plain enough, that can totally work, and we can fill it up with a couple accessories, and the artist, maybe like an old typewriter or something, and then the artist can just lean against it, and that's good art department. They just scream dorm room or IKEA. Unfortunately, IKEA has a reputation of being really, really cheap. So I wanted to make sure that the props that I was picking was muted enough, was stylish enough. IKEA is definitely for that. And it was affordable, and it was easy to transport, and it was easy to deconstruct and construct. And that's why I went to IKEA. So I filmed with my iPhone, but you're going to learn a whole bunch. And I'm pointing to different things in the store, and I'm telling you why it's good, why it may not be good, why I might pick it up, or why that made the final decision as far as making it in the shoot. Okay, you guys see the desk from the back. It's 150 bucks, 149, and that's the front view of it. But the main thing too is that if the writer is sitting here and I'm shooting her this way, what does the back look like? So if it's like this is pretty easy to photograph, and what I would probably do in Photoshop is clean out the cracks, but I like this. This is nondescript enough that would fit for our purposes, and we can dress this up a couple different ways to make it look like something that's usable for both. And then by the end of the video, I'm gonna show you guys some of the pictures from the book cover to their promo pictures, everything like that. Here's something that I'm looking at IKEA. I don't want patterns. This one is kind of cool, right? And we have a wall that's striped. The only thing is, it could be great. However, this is guaranteed to stand out in the background unless you put something in front of it and you distract it a little bit. Otherwise, the stripes calls the eyes out real fast. I don't want super bright colors. Like, look right here. It's green, bluish green. The light back here is changing. Everything's pretty neutral. There's really two things that you're looking at that's like pop. My birthmark, it's a birthmark, and this big red and yellow graphic right here. So when things are super, super bright like this, the eye goes to that first. Then the eye goes to me. So what does that mean? Bad decision for this video. This should not have been red, but for the photo shoot, we want to make sure that it matches the outfits and it matches the boards, but it does not steal the attention from the video. So that's what I'm looking for. So I had to match the background of the wall in the studio that I rented, but I also wanted to make sure that the furniture that we got, or the desk or any kind of props, upgraded it, did not downgrade it. We wanted this home vibe, but we also want it vibrant, so we did some seamless backdrops too. And I'm looking for things that are just nondescript. So this room isn't really cutting it, although one of these sorts of plants might work. Our inspiration was Michelle Obama's book, so you can see that right there. We wanted something that was classic, that was comfortable to look at, that wasn't extreme, looked really good, high-end commercial, that showed them in a beautiful way, but still youthful and energetic. And the Michelle Obama book was a really good example of that. So you see me walking through IKEA right now. Again, as a reminder, I'm looking for things that match my mood board. I'm looking for things that match the aesthetic, the colors that my stylist sent me about the outfits and the color tones picked by their publishing company. I'm looking for things that they can hold as props. So like if I'm holding this mug, which was a prop from the commercial I directed last week, if I'm holding this, it's not such a loud color. It's not pure white. It's not red. It's this grayish color.
So the reason why I picked a gray cup over a white cup is because a gray won't pop as much in the background. So that's what we got right there.
You see how the cup does not have a definitive style, but it still is modern, but also classic looking. There's some texture. You'll see little speckles in it. I'm looking for things like that.
Still looking, just looking everywhere to see what inspires me, looking all around and trying to stay true to the colors of the shoot and stay true to the budget of the shoot.
And I'm going with an open mind, and I want to make sure that I don't turn anything away. So I did follow the arrows of IKEA. I went like through the human maze and I looked at every single thing. That's what I do. And I will fill up my cart and I will take pictures of things. Now, I didn't take a picture of everything. There's a few things I forgot to get because I didn't write it down.
I didn't really take a list of what I wanted, so I forgot some stuff. So there's my stuff right there.
But most of the time, I'd be like, okay, it's going to be this cup or this cup or this cup. I'm going to take all three. And then once I find the desk or I find the chair that she would lounge in, I'm like, oh, okay. Actually, so these two cups won't work, but this other one will.
Because this would match this too much. That's why.
Okay, so you guys see me going through the store. I went upstairs, I went downstairs. I literally went through every single aisle looking for anything that could work. So I would sit there and go, yes. I would see a plant. I'm like, the leaves look kind of fake. I would see a cup. I'm like, too bright, too white, not enough of this. And you got to be exceptionally picky about it. They're relying on you to be picky. They are relying on you to bring your expertise. So come as you are. Okay, be extravagant if you're extravagant. Be demanding if you're demanding, respectfully demanding. And they want the best out of you. So give them that. Spend that time there. If you don't want to go to an IKEA, go to your Goodwill store, your used stores. I mean, there's so much that you can do. If you guys are going to shop for a prop, I'm going to give you some tips. Simple, something that does not steal from the attention, something that kind of goes with the color palettes.
This does really, really well with natural light. This does terrible with strobe. So this is kind of an in-between. Strobe gives it a shinier look, more nighttime look, which will be kind of mature and it could be sexy. And then natural light does really nice with this too. So we might do this.
And that they could use as a prop, as a clutch to hold on to, hold a cup, you know, lean against a desk, something that they could lean against, something that they could hold, something they could pretend to read, pretend to use. All that stuff helps your subject feel more comfortable in front of the camera. So a lot of times we don't know what to do with our hands, but if you give them something as simple as a cup of coffee, they know what to do. They don't feel awkward. It's this anchoring thing. So definitely incorporate props, okay?
I want to use natural light, but I also want to use strobe. So they have to work with both, and not every shot has to be super, super wide. It could be a tight shot of just a hand writing with a nice cup of coffee in the background.
All right, guys, if you want to see their book cover, that's right here. If you want to see more pictures, they are popping up obviously right here. Please support them. Actually, I linked their website down below. I would love it if you guys could maybe purchase their book if you're into manifestation and following your dreams and all of that. They are, and I'll say this, I'm very biased towards my clients because I love all my clients, but they are what is right with this industry. So I want to support them.
If you're looking to make money from photography, if you need help, you need a photo mentor to help you through the process, click the link in the description. I actually have the photographer's survival package to help you guys out. A lot of freebies in there that help me out, that I use regularly, and I want to give them to you. All right, so let's do this. I'm going to see you guys in the next video, and go wash this car.